Hey there, I'm Laura Lee Sparks, and if you're an estate or elder law attorney looking to supercharge your practice, you're in the right place.
Today, we're going to be diving into client referral campaigns, and I know that it's a topic that's got a lot of layers. If done wrong, it can be pretty messy. But I've been in this game since the 80s, and I can tell you that although I've seen it all, referrals are still the lifeblood of our practices. But sometimes when we think of it as a referral campaign, it gets a little tricky and it messes with our heads, right? So let's start with the first elephant in the room, and that's going to be ethics. So I know as soon as I say a client referral campaign, a bunch of you are probably ready to click away or you're rolling your eyes, but I want you to stick with me here because we're going to navigate this together. And when we come out on the other side, we're going to have a campaign that's going to make your bar association nod in approval. First things first, let's talk about why those referrals are so darn important. Your satisfied clients are walking, talking billboards for your firm. They've experienced the peace of mind that comes with a solid estate plan, and they are itching to share that information with their family and friends. But here's the kicker. Most of them aren't going to do it unless you ask and unless you give them a little nudge. So there's lots of ways we can do that. I'm not going to get into all those ways. In this video, we're really going to dial into that campaign component of it, of really like having an event around it. So before we dive into the how-tos on that, let's lay down the ground rules. These are non-negotiable if you're wanting to stay on that right side of the ethics, which I know you are. So we're not doing any direct monetary incentives. Don't care what other industries are doing. They aren't you. We're not going to give anybody money for sending us referrals or getting us referrals. We're going to focus instead on drawings and contests rather than guaranteed results. So we're thinking more like a lottery, not a vending machine. So we're rewarding the act of the referral and not the outcome. So it's not whether or not the referral hires us. It's the fact that they sent the referral, right? We also don't want them getting out their telephone books thinking that they can just send to anybody they want. All right, so let's get to the meat of the thing. The first strategy is going to be that we're going to tie it to a theme. Anybody that knows me knows I love tying things to themes. For instance, National Estate Planning Awareness is in October. So that's like Christmas for us. So we can use that. We can say, share the gift of peace of mind this October during Estate Planning Awareness Week. It's like right on the nose, right? Is it a little cheesy? Yeah, maybe. Does it work? Yes, it does. The next thing is get creative with your prizes. So if we're doing something for Estate Planning Awareness Week and we're trying to roll that into the month of October, what comes after October? November and December. What's a great thing that a lot of families want during the holidays, but maybe family photos. So maybe our prize could be a family legacy package where you hire a professional photographer to do a professional photo shoot with the family. And maybe you give them a bound family history book that they can fill out to pass on their family stories. That's something people would actually want, right? It's valuable. It aligns with the values that we have. It aligns with that family focus that we want to have in our firms. So let's get creative, put on our thinking caps, and come up with some cool prizes that they can get entries for by sending referrals of their loved ones to you to get planning in place, right? So again, is it cheesy? Maybe. Does it work? Yes. All right, we're going to get creative. Then let's, like I said, make it a game. So each referral gets them an entry into that grand prize drawing. So it's not a direct reward, it's a chance at a reward. And when you do it that way, guess what happens? We get past all of those crazy ethic rules that we typically have that are imposed by our bar associations. So make it a game, make it an entry, and make it where they're getting a chance at a reward. Then we want to focus on appointments like we talked about a few minutes ago, not signed clients. Reward the referral that result in the consultation appointment. This is going to keep that focus on spreading awareness, not on pressuring people to sign up. Remember, we're playing the long game here. And remember that as people call, as they make that appointment, even if they don't move forward with their planning, you're building your database where you can nurture those relationships. And guess what? When you do that consistently, they're going to convert into a client eventually. This is a long game. Next is we've got to educate our clients, right? We don't just want names. Again, we don't want them just opening up their little phone book or their little contact list in their phone and giving us names, email addresses, and phone numbers. That is not what we want, right? We want to teach our clients what a good referral looks like. Who are the types of people that we want to work with? Typically, they're going to be people that are really similar to that client that we're educating, right? We worked with that client. We enjoyed working with that client, gave them great service. They're happy. We're happy. We want more of that. Teach them what a good referral looks like. We want warm leads, not just a dump. We want them to have real conversations about the importance of estate planning. Look, the more we can get people talking about estate planning, the more we are doing our job on this earth by spreading the message about why it's so important to have a plan, why that peace of mind is so important for not only ourselves, but for our loved ones, right? Having that plan in place isn't just for our family, it's for us too. So the person creating the plan knows that should something happen to them and they need somebody to pay their bills or make medical decisions, that's going to be able to happen. So it's not only just about what happens when we die, it's about what happens while we're still here. And all of those things are really important conversations to have with our loved ones. And we need to be teaching our clients how to have those conversations with their loved ones. When we have contests like this, we are incentivizing them to have those conversations. So encourage them to have the conversations. Give them resources, give them tools, give them checklists, give them questions, give them videos, give them resources that they can use that are going to empower them to be educated to have those conversations, for them to feel confident in having those conversations.
And then again, time it right.
You're only going to want to run this campaign maybe once, twice a year tops, because we want this to feel special. We don't want it to feel like it's this never-ending infomercial that we want our clients to participate in, right? We could tie it into a client event. There's lots of ways to get creative about it, but we don't want to do it quarterly. We don't, again, annually, maybe biannually, but that's going to be it. So we want to time it. And then let's talk about implementation, because that's where the rubber meets the road. I can sit here all day and talk to you, record videos about all of these strategies, all of these ideas, all of these ways that you can get more clients into your practice. But unless you take them and implement them, it's not going to change any of the dynamics that's happening. So first, write everything down. Everything, the guidelines, the staff training procedures, the whole 9 yards, the copy that you're going to use to reach out to the clients, what the staff should say when somebody calls to ask questions about it, an FAQ sheet, like all the things, write it all out. That way you're going to ensure consistency. And guess what else? It's also going to CYA, just in case somebody wants to get persnickety and know what you're doing. And you're going to have this documentation to show exactly what that is. Train your staff. They need to know this program inside and out. I want you to be role playing it if you have to. Is role playing awkward? Sometimes it is. Guess what? Do it anyway. Just do it anyway. And then always emphasize the value of estate planning over the potential reward. We're not bribing anybody here. We're reminding them of the importance of what we do and why, just like it was important for them to get their plan in place, it's important for their families and their friends and their loved ones to also have plans in place. So let's just address a couple of common objections that I hear. Really, isn't this going to seem tacky? Only if you make it tacky. Keep it classy, focus on the value, and it's going to be fine. The next one I hear is, what if no one participates? No one participates, you need to then go back and look at some things. You need to look at your client experience. Are you really creating raving fans? That's first and foremost. Happy clients want to refer. If they're not, that's valuable feedback. If they are, then maybe we just structured it a little weird. We need to fix that. Call some of your top clients and ask for their feedback. It's okay to do that. And then, isn't it a lot of work? Yeah, it probably is. But so is every other marketing strategy that's worth its weight in gold, right? So put the effort and it'll pay off. Now, keep in mind that the goal isn't just to grow your practice, it's to help those families achieve the peace of mind through proper estate planning. So when we keep that mission at our forefront, then our referral program is probably naturally going to align with all of the ethical guidelines, your firm values, and just the osmosis of making it happen and making it successful. So there's nothing quite like the feeling of a client bringing in their best friend saying, "You've got to talk to my attorney. She's amazing." That, my friends, is what we're after. So there you have it, a client referral campaign that's ethical, effective, and will have your clients referring their family and friends that are ready to move forward with planning. So give it a shot, tweak it, make it your own. For heaven's sakes, have fun with it. And if you found this helpful, do me a favor, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with other attorneys who could use a kick in the pants when it comes to marketing. We're all in this together, and the more we share knowledge, the better we all become. That's all for today. Now get out there and start planning your client referral campaign.
Your future clients are waiting.